Hello and a very warm welcome to our continuing coverage of the AFC Champions League Two. It is Nasaf of Uzbekistan up against Shabab Al Ahli of the United Arab Emirates. This is in the West Region Group D, and kickoff is in around 10 minutes time. There's how we stand then. This is now match day 2, of course. On the opening match day, Shabab Al Ahli had a pretty comprehensive victory and beat the Jordanian side Al Hussein 3-1. Nasaf drew 0-0 in their opener at Al Kuwait. It's pretty warm here, 26 degrees centigrade. That's just nudging 80 on the Fahrenheit scale. We're inside the Markazi Stadium here in Karshe, ground that holds around about 21,000. Can be intimidating for the visiting team. Before we get into some more details about these two sides, let me just give you an overview of AFC Champions League 2. Tremendous. Love the hair, love the instrument. It is the revamped AFC Champions League 2, 21st edition of Asia's second-tier club football event. Used to be known, of course, as the AFC Cup, which had run for the last 20 seasons. Revised format now, and it features 32 teams in the group stage. So basically there are 8 groups of 4 teams, 4 in the East region, 4 in the West. This is a West region group, and the top 2 in each of the groups will go through to the round of 16. And in that knockout stage, each tie will be played on a home and away basis, so 2 legs, except the final, which is just a one-off match, and that will be on May the 17th. And there is a draw, by the way, for the knockout stages. Once the group stages have been completed, that'll take place in mid-December. And also worth noting, the winner of this competition will get a preliminary stage slot for the AFC Champions League Elite for next season. That obviously if they haven't already qualified through their own domestic league. So what can we expect today? Well, it's a fascinating encounter. 2 teams that are very much in form. Nasaf, the home side, unbeaten in their last 10, 7 wins and 3 draws. Haven't lost either in their last 6 matches at home. And on this ground, they average more than 2 goals a game. Only conceded 4 times as well. They've got an excellent defence. Tends to play 3 centre-halves, so tonight it'll be Nazruliev, Golban and Borisov. As for Shabab Al Ahli, well, they're in reasonable form as well. 8 wins, 1 draw and 1 defeat in their last 10. They've actually scored 33 goals in that time and only conceded 11. And they're unbeaten in 7 matches. So 2 teams probably at the peak of their powers, although the team news is interesting. We'll go through that in detail in a few minutes' time. Nasaf going great guns domestically. They're currently 8 points clear at the top of the Uzbek Super League. Only 6 games to play, and they've only lost once all season domestically, although they were held to a draw their most recent game. That was against Bodyodkor on Saturday. They actually led 2-0 in that match. You can see why this atmosphere can certainly get to some visiting teams. There's a lot of noise, a lot of colour from those Nasaf fans. A team that was only founded actually in the mid-1980s, and this is already their 12th season in an AFC Intercontinental competition. Got through the group stage once in the AFC Champions League. That was a couple of years ago where they reached the round of 16. And they did win the AFC Cup. That's the forerunner to this AFC Champions League 2. Won that in 2011. Nearly repeated defeat 3 years ago when they lost to the Bahrain side Al Muharraq in the final. And it is a big season for them because they've never previously won their domestic league. I mentioned what a great chance they have of breaking that duck this season. They've been runners-up 4 times, including last term. Maybe a tad unlucky not to have won their opening match against Al Kuwait a couple of weeks ago. Finished with a goalless draw, but they had the lion's share of the chances in that game. So to wait for the new AFC Champions League Two anthem, tell you a bit about Shabab Al Ahli. And of course the UAE Pro League is only in its infancy. We're only 4 games into that. And Shabab Al Ahli currently sit in 2nd place. 3 wins and a draw for the men in green. And an excellent win on Friday. They won 4-1 at Aruba. It's a big test though. Excuse me, away from home. Got the job done on home soil last time out, as I mentioned. Shabab are one of the most successful teams in the UAE. They've won 31 titles in total, including 8 league championships, most recently in 22-23. 2nd last season, but they were fully 9 points behind Al Wasl. Knocked out of this season's Champions League Elite in the playoff round. That's why they're in Champions League Two. Well, the Nasaf coach, Rusukul Berdiev, has picked pretty much his strongest 11, which includes top scorer Zoran Marasic. He leads the line. The Serbian has 8 goals for the current campaign. Midfielder Javakir Sidikov could be the key to providing the ammunition, along with Stefan Cholovic, who will play predominantly out wide. Two skippers, Igor Golban on the left-hand side, towering figure, 6'4", and Walid Abbas on the right, who will be 40 next year. Man in charge is Payam Hidari of Iran. His assistants, as you can see, also Iranian, who do not have VAR in operation in this competition. Well, Shabab Al Ahli are without their main man this evening, striker Sardar Azmoun, not even on the bench. So in his absence, Yuri Cesar will lead the line alongside the Israeli Lunas Dabur. 4-4-2 is Coach Paulo Sousa's preferred formation. You can probably hear cracking atmosphere inside the ground as the teams just complete their huddle. Very, very hard match to call, this looks like. 2 teams in form. They probably give Shabab Al Ahli the edge normally, but without a few first-team players through injury, levels it up nicely. Referee just waiting for the clock to tick round. So bang on time, away we go with Nasaf in the red. They're attacking the goal way to our right in this first half. And coach Rusukul Berdiev makes a really big thing about the fitness levels of his team. They've actually scored in the second half in each of the last 7 games. He's a real character, Berdiev. 12 years in charge. Finished his playing career here as well, back in 2009, as Buliev clears it, not particularly effectively. He also said, Berdiev, in the build-up, he wanted his team to be on the front foot early. I'd be impressed, though, with that piece of miscontrol from Matov. Like to play their way out from the back, Shabab Al Ahli, passing team. As I mentioned at the start, a lot of pressure on the young 20-year-old Mateus Lima, the Brazilian up front. That was Dabur, who's his strike partner, the Israeli. Now Abdallah, trying to get round the outside here, Hamis. And wins the first corner of the game. Hamis actually normally plays wide on the left, but he started on the right here for Shabab. There's Ruzakol Berdiev. 27 years in total he's been here as both player and manager. 300 odd games in his playing career for this club. Has to sweat this first corner, which Gaston Suarez will take. It's a good delivery, and that probably should have been 1-0, and Ayed Hamis knows it. Completely unmarked, and Paulo Sousa will think his team should be in front. No more than, what, 5 or 6 metres out. I think it was actually some way wide in the end from Hamis. Well, that's a warning for Nasaf. I would expect them to play, not exactly Group 1, but certainly in more direct fashion, as Čolović managed to keep it, the Serbian winger. Actually started his career at Red Star when he was just 9 years of age in their youth setup. Buliev managed to get that wide. This is more promising for Nasaf. Two in the middle waiting, and it had to be cut out by Walid Abbas at the expense of a corner. Well, good riposte that from Nasaf after the early chance for Shabab from the corner. So Sidikov will take this corner kick. Indian swinger with that right foot. Quite get the depth he wanted. Didn't beat the first defender. Might get another chance here. Good ball for Bozarov. Much deeper cross, won by Gabuliev, but no problems for Hassan Hamza in goal for Shabab tonight. This is Abbas. You can see there's not really much of a press from Nasaf. It's Cesar, Brazilian born, now has Emirati citizenship. Dabur with a nice little ball. Should be easily cut out by Golban, and was. Just at the moment, Shabab look just a little brighter, enjoying the lion's share of possession so far. Cesar. He's done brilliantly there, Cesar. It was almost glued to his foot. It's Dabur. Should be the keepers, and was. Abduvahid Nematov in goal for Nasaf tonight. Made his first team debut at just 16 years of age, the goalkeeper. The recently voted best keeper at the Under-23 Asian Cup earlier this year, and he's got 7 full caps to his name now as well. That came to Čolović rather fortuitously, and he couldn't do anything with it. 50 is Suleiman, who came through the youth setup here, Suleiman, but he's been loaned out for the last 3 seasons. Now getting finally more of a settled run in the side. Suarez, Suleiman again. Suarez into the feet of Dabur. He did well, actually, the big man. Just struggling to hold on to possession at the moment, Nasaf. Just think it's important that they don't concede early here, because they're very good front runners, Shabab Al Ahli. Gaston Suarez seeing a lot of the ball in midfield. Argentinian born, but another who now has Emirati citizenship. Iago. Walid Abbas. 106 caps Walid Abbas won until he retired from international football last year. Says he wants to go on as long as possible here. That nearly saw Lima find a way through. Solid from Suleiman ahead of Čolović. Dabur. There's a Talahi. They're not interested in pressing, are they, Nasaf, until they get almost into their own half. Chance of a shot from distance. Keeper spilled it, but then made up for it with a terrific stop from Dabur. It was much harder than the one that came back off his body, actually. May have been a flag in any case. Now that was a moment of extreme danger. There was a flag, so it wouldn't have counted, but he wasn't to know that. It's a really good save. The original shot was from Abdallah. It was just the wrong side of the last defender, Dabur, when he got to the follow-up. Čolović. Took 2 to stop him. Sidikov. Zuliev. You can see what he was trying to do. Good positioning from Iago, though. But they've been dispossessed. Bozarov. Taguri, and the goalkeeper able to claw it away. Have they finally settled 9 minutes in after well, not the best opening, you'd have to say. To go to win that. Nadir Ekbatov. Buliev. Now beseeching them to deliver into the box. Maybe now they will do. Didn't have much choice there, Saeed Suleiman, but to put it behind for the corner. Knew he had a player behind him in red. It was Čolović, I think. Either way, safety was... discretion was the better part of valor. Save you'd expect him to make, but Bozarov at least got the shot on target. That was where it started, where Jagari robbed his man. And Jagari was denied. 4 goals this season for the Georgian. Now what can they make of this corner? Isn't the best delivery. Scooped back up by Sidikov. Early signs are this might be a A pretty open game. Plenty of space out there. Chigori. Dear, oh dear. Nazruliev had plenty of time to measure that and got it all wrong. Now a regular international. Nazruliev, left back for club and country. Well, that was stolen by Abdir Akhmetov. Thread it through Nazruliev to its intended target. Here's Abdallah. He's quick and he's left two in his wake, and he's got two options. He's just pushed Dabur a little bit wider than he wanted to go. Cesar. Dabur. Not that time. Not sure who he was expecting to make a run, because there wasn't a green shirt anywhere near where he played the pass, but Carlo Sousa at least admired the intent. Actually won that flick. He's good in the air, is Manrisic. Always favourite there, Suleiman, to get there first, and quite happy to concede the throw. Cholovic wants to get on with it. He's got it back. Serbian. Akhmedov. I'll try again. Well, that's a nice ball. Shooting chance here, didn't really get hold of it. Moscovoy suddenly opened up for him out of nothing, really. Expecting him to maybe try for the far post. It was straight at the goalkeeper. Nowhere near sufficient power to trouble Hamza. This is Abbas. And again the captain. Shabab at the moment with fractionally more possession. Feels like that as well. It's come back to Cesar. Oh, they got two over here. Just didn't quite run for either of them. Dabur and Lima both on the scene. Neither could reach the ball. Had to go the long way round there, Cesar. Did pretty well. He's being chased every centimetre of the way. Akhmetov, I think, had more time than he realised there. Whacked it up the pitch, but could have brought that down and looked to find a teammate. A few errant touches from both sides. Actually, the playing surface is pretty good. Play a passing game. Moscovoy. So a quarter of an hour gone here at the Marchesi Stadium. I would imagine Berdiev's, say, happy, but relatively satisfied. At least his team have fashioned a couple of opportunities after looking distinctly second best for the first 5 or 6 minutes. Olovic won't get to that, he was offside anyway. Nothing is rushed, is it, with Shabab Al Ahli? They're very methodical in everything they do. Iago, Brazilian, play either at fullback or heart of the defence. Here's Abbas, rare excursion over the halfway line for him. Suleiman on for the return, and he's got it. That was nicely worked outside of the boot. That was a very, very important touch. I think it was Abdir Akhmatov who got back and just skimmed it off the top of his head. Otherwise, they had two waiting. Good move, though, from Shabab. Away by Gabuliev. Whistle's gone. Will be a free kick for Nasaf. No card for that. That was an untidy layoff from Moscovoy. Might be punished for it here, and they have been. What a tidy finish that was from Mateus Lima. And the 20-year-old has given Shabab Al Ahli the lead. What a good finish that was. Just waited for Nemetov to commit and just dinked it into the corner beautifully. Cost $2 million from Flamengo last year. I reckon he's got a great future, and if that's any illustration, they look to be right. They were carved open completely, Nasaf there. Really well taken. 18 minutes in. And the UAE side have the lead. Used his pace first of all. Still had plenty to do. Didn't he do it confidently? Defender just couldn't get to him. It was Moscovoy, and he couldn't touch him, otherwise it'd have been a penalty. Potentially a sending off as well. In fact, it was Gabuliev who was closest to Lima, but he wasn't close enough, nowhere near it. Well, that has certainly quietened the crowd down. So playing catch-up now, Nasaf. Well, he's certainly confident, Nemetov. He'll look a bit silly if it goes wrong, but it didn't. Oh, they've lost it again. Well, they're the architects potentially their own demise. Ezatolahi might have punished them. In the end, it was deflected wide for a corner, but what a giveaway. Having just conceded, almost doubled the pain and the problem. Not in any hurry, is he, Gaston Suarez, to take this corner kick? Five in the area waiting, keeper's come. Double-fisted punch did the job. Abbas. It's a clumsy touch that from Iago. It's going to be a free kick. Not sure there was any malice in it, but it would have just stung a little bit. Marisic. Rakhmatov. Very hopeful to try and find Cholovic from that kind of range. There's the Serbian. Marisic. Oh, that's a bit of a waste, really. Got round the back there, Chigauri, and couldn't do anything with it. Disappointing from the former Dinamo Tbilisi man, the Georgian. Here last year, had a spell in France at Grenoble as well. Keeper just about got the clearance away. So just past the halfway point of the opening period here. 1-0 is the Shabab Al Ahli lead, thanks to Mateus Lima's wonderfully well taken goal. Abdallah. Suarez. Buliev is the last man back. It wasn't going to run into the area, so Nematov had to clear. Did so effectively. Nearly a cheap corner there, but Hammers are able to dive on it. Most of the 50-50 challenges as well. Shabab Al Ahli at the moment. Looking for a free kick, I think, Abdallah. The referee was fairly close to it and said no, it's a fair challenge. Will be a Shabab ball though. Rakhmatov. Once again, happy to wait for an opening from the back is Iago. Couldn't see one, so he goes all the way back to keeper. Up to just over 60% possession now, the team from the UAE. Not only have they had the majority of possession, but it's been much the more threatening. That one shot from Nasaf. Moscovoy, pretty tame effort when he was quite well placed, but other than that, they really have not threatened. He couldn't find a way through. Abbas. Now Suarez. He tried a little trick there, Cesar, which just for a moment looked like it might get him in trouble. In the end, no harm done. Cholovic. Just about got the clearance away there, Abdir Akhmetov. I think he saw Dabur lurking, who was potentially going to pick his pocket. Golban. Abdir Akhmetov. Good organisation this from Shabab. Really wasn't any way through. And again, an attack, or a semi-attack, you might call it, fizzles out into nothing. That'll be a free kick right under the referee's nose as Cesar went down. There's a Talahi. Now Abbas. Got a second chance. Crowd didn't like the way it was given straight back to Gaston Suarez. Little layoff by Dabur. That's nicely played into feet, just at the nick of time. Borazov found a challenge coming in from Abbas that stopped what he thought might have been a direct route to goal, but they're still trying. Cholovic, good try. On his weaker foot too. At least there was a little more self-belief in that attack from a Nasaf point of view. Golban only had eyes for the ball. Cholovic is so energetic. He wanted to get that throw taken quickly, but there wasn't anyone available. Nice piece of skill from Dabur. Lima. Lost out to Jagauri. Now Cholovic. Heading for the byline. Defender got a foot in. Corner. Shabab putting virtually everyone back here to defend this. Cholovic to take. Well, the keeper was all over the place, got nowhere near it. Very fortunate to survive that. Cholovic again. Abdurakhmatov, Cholovic. Made room for the cross and then didn't capitalise. Dabur's ball forward, but far too far forward. That was an unorthodox piece of goalkeeping from Nemetov. I think it's Yuri Cesar who's gone down here, bang in the face. The referee saying to Cholovic, look, I know that there's no intent there, but just be a little more careful in the future. Dispossessed Suarez. Sliding challenge from Hamis. Just about got the job done. There's a Talahi. Just signs they're coming much more into this now, Nasaf. I'd say maybe not before time. Moscovoy. Golban. Abdurakhmatov. Cholovic. Much more of a press from Shabab. And they force him to go long, and it's a poor ball and they squander possession. Just couldn't get it under his feet, Dabur, but it will be a throw to Shabab Al Ahli. See exactly what Dabur was trying to do, just take it on his chest and then spin. Wasn't able to do it. 10 minutes to go then until the break. More even contest now than it has been at any other time in this match so far. Abbas. Oh, that's a poor clearance from Hamza. Easily have played his team into trouble. Cholovic trying to keep it. Managed to escape the attentions of Ezetalahi. Abdurakhmatov. Well, they won the first header, but there's no danger. from that kind of range. Really nothing that Arasic was going to be able to do to test Hamza. But he looks a bit more animated and a bit more concerned now, Sousa, than he has been up to this point. His team looked very comfortable, so maybe the last 10 or 15 minutes. He's actually a very good header of the ball, Arasic, but there was no pace on the cross. He was just too far out. He was trying to knock it down anyway. Oh, that's a nice turn from Lima. He's got away from another defender and he's flicked it through. The flag may well have gone up. It has. And it looks to me as though Nemetov has got a problem here. Had to come and make the save because he didn't know at that point the assistant official was going to raise his flag. And if we do get a replay, I think it'll show that that offside was quite correct. Here it is. Yeah, no question. He's beyond the last defender. He had to go for it, Dabour. I don't think he did anything wrong in this challenge. Just kind of collided really with the goalkeeper as Nemetov came out. To be a bit of concern here over Abdulwahid Nemetov. I think he's sitting up at least, which is a positive sign. It's still very warm out there. Yeah, I think it's going to be okay. Not sure that Berdiev there is going to necessarily make any changes at half-time. It's his team now are making this much more of an even contest. They do look threatening when they come forward, and they're trying to do that again here. Cleared away by Suarez, not very far. Ilban was there. Buliev. That's nicely done. Just no way through. They may be able to resurrect it though. Oh, that's good feet from Sidikov. And that's nicely laid off too. What a pity from their point of view. Abdurakhmatov's cross. Just maybe a bit too fast and fizzed across the area. Wasn't quite the inviting height he might have wanted. It's too far ahead of those waiting. Let's have another look. It's just too high, I think. But much better approach play. Intelligent play that from Sidikov as well, to set up his teammate to deliver the cross. Referee asking Shabab to get on with it. And the home crowd didn't like that decision either. Thought it should have been a Nasaf ball. Nicely taken in his stride by Jagauri. Tried to find Sidikov. Couldn't do it. Cesar. Suleiman is available. Here he is. You fancy a run at his man? Better defending that time from Abdurakhmatov. Now, Paulo Sousa, been here only a few months, arrived in June. decorated player. Won titles at Benfica and Juve, and the Champions League, of course, as well. And he has coached to a couple of titles, one in Switzerland and one in Israel. Now, this could be more promising for Nasaf. They've got plenty forward in support here, including Sinikov, who's unmarked at the moment. I think he was the target. It was a poor pass. Nice touch from Marasic. Gave himself time. And there's another corner. Well, a yellow card. I'm not exactly sure who that was given to. First of the game. It's left Bozarov in a heat, that's for sure. Oh, yeah. It was Hammies who is the recipient of the card. Yeah, there we go. Sinikov still waiting to take this corner. And towards the near post, it came off Dabur's head. Wasn't properly cleared either. Still alive with Cholovic. Nadir Akhmatov. Well, that might prove awkward. It was deflected, and it's only a goal kick. Slima, who's down, but I think he's okay, the goal scorer. This took a ricochet that made life a little awkward initially. There's just a little shove there, I think, from Chagori, just there, which is why Lima went down. So into the final minute of normal time at the end of the first half. There'll be probably 3 or 4 to add. We had that injury recently to Nemetov, the Nasaf keeper. Aimed in the direction of Dabur, making life very difficult for the defender, and that was not the place for that kind of a flick. Cholovic very fortunate to get it back. And there's space again down that left-hand side. Defender just got there, Hamis. And now it's Abdallah as we move into injury time at the end of the first half. Still going, he's got 2-8 waiting in the area. But that's harmless. Is that a goal? Yeah, corner in fact. Just must have flicked off one of the defenders. So we're into 2 minutes of additional time. Well, once again, Gaston Suarez, I wouldn't say he's even strolling, walking very deliberately over to take this corner. They want to get in at the break with this lead intact. Could double it, of course, here. Suarez with the in-swing. It's a good corner, and the header not particularly close from Ezzat Alahi. Iranian who's played all over Europe, really. Russia, Spain, spent in England as well. Cholovic just bounced away from him. Cesar. That's well done by AFC Al Ahli. He's continued his run, the defensive midfielder, back with Suarez. Cesar again. Went for the give and go, and it was an important interception from Golban to make sure he didn't get it. Well, the half-time whistle has gone here at the Marchesi Stadium. Very satisfactory first half for the visitors. The goal 18 minutes in, lovely finish from Mateus Lima. Haven't really offered that much in response, Nasaf, and that's why at the break they trail by 1-0. Well, a warm welcome back to the Markazi Stadium here in Karshay, where Nasaf have just been a little tardy in returning to the pitch after the break. Looks like they're making some changes as well. See if we can tidy these up for you in a moment. I think Golban might have been one of those withdrawn. Maybe this is what was causing the delay. Cholovic is off as well. And Jagari also. So triple substitution from Nasaf. Muradov is on, and we are away for the second half, or we are now. So Muradov is going to play, you would imagine, at centre back. Solturamadov is on as well. The number 3, he'll play at full back, presumably. And Mukadinov play centre midfield. And the players that have come off: Jagari, Golban, and Cholovic. If you're just joining us, Nasaf all in red, attacking the goal away to our left, and potentially in business straight away with Nasrulliyev, who's got it back again now. Muradov's first touch, the substitute, or one of them. The goal, incidentally, came from Matthias Lima. 18 minutes in as De Boer goes down. I think he's okay. Gives you a real insight, though, into Rusik Kulberdiev's thinking that he would make a triple substitution. Actually, the last maybe 10-15 minutes of the first half, it's about as well as Nasaf had played at any stage in the opening period. He'll be under pressure here again. That's a really well-timed challenge. Sultanahmedov, who's just come on, had to get that right. He did. Well, it worked the opening quite well to get across him, but that actually came off the thigh, I think, of Suleiman, so it's only a goal kick. Real pressure to try and keep it there, Nasrulliyev. Now, what can they do here? That's a useful ball. Marusic. Well, you could see there was only one thing in his mind. It's always beating the far post. And so far, Hamza hasn't had to make what you'd say is any kind of serious save. Mishit it, really. Yeah, it just came off the outside of his boot. Well wide. Well, that's just a silly free kick to give away, because Abdullah wasn't going anywhere. Just a bizarre challenge from Gabuliev. Can't really have a go at the assistant when you had the perfect view, and it was a clear free kick. So they've invited more pressure on themselves here, Nasaf. If they can get the delivery right, it was in towards the near post. Reza Talahi was the nearest to it. Just about kept alive by Suarez. One stage, you might remember, Shabab enjoyed more than 60% possession. It's much closer now, 53-47 in the away team's favour. It's reflected in the kind of match it's become. That'll run through into the gloves of Hassan Hamza. Suarez. No surprise that Paulo Sousa hasn't made any changes. Burt, no handball. That's what the crowd wanted. The referee was satisfied it was okay. It was a rather twixt in between a shot or across from Cesar. And the slip allowed Nasrulliyev to take over. Bozarov. Bouncing very awkwardly. Nasrulliyev. Wasn't the worst cross that. It's only going to be a throw in the end, but whipped in first time could have caused some problems. Sidikov. Well, that's a good ball. It's just a fraction too high. Still kept alive there, and the deflected shot ran very kindly through to Hamza. And it looks as though in the act of shooting, Maricic has got a problem. Sportingly put out by Hamza, so the centre forward can get some treatment if he needs it. Well worth looking at this again. Just flicked off Iago and actually in the end made it easier for the goalkeeper. But they've started on the front foot, Nasaf, in the second half. Seeing a lot more of the ball now than they were in the first 45 minutes. Sidikov with a nice layoff, and they're round the back here in the deflection again. Behind for a corner kick. But they are getting closer, absolutely no question. And all of a sudden, Shabab Al Ahli look nowhere near as secure defensively. Sidikov will take the corner. Stooping with the header and nearly got something on that. Komilov forcing the goalkeeper into a save, but in the end it's only a goal kick. One of the 3 half-time subs, Dilshad Komilov. For a split second it looked as though Hamza was going to have an issue there at his near post, but he did enough. Cesar's header. Now it's the home team predominantly picking up all the loose balls. It was the other way around in the first half. Nasrulliyev. He's well to get it out of his feet, but he's not a greyhound. Never going to reach that. Look at the header. There were 3 defenders there. Keeper did enough. It was all a bit of a scramble after that. It's kind of a stooping header, wasn't it, from Komilov? Poor ball from Moscovoy. He's given it away on countless occasions, actually, the number 7. Oh, had to get it out from under his feet. The goalkeeper nearly made a mess of it, nearly gave it away. Suleiman. Well, his team have certainly looked more energised since the break, that's for sure. We'll get a free kick for this Shabab Al Ahli. That's really the man penalised. Arif Abdallah, the man who went down, and looks like he might have hurt his back, not sure. Well, he was claiming shoulder to shoulder, but the ball wasn't in playing distance. It was way ahead of Abdallah. So Abdallah's okay. We've got Gaston Suarez over this free kick for Shabab. Not over-committing. They've got 3 just on the edge of the area there. Now 4 because Iago's joined them. Suarez with that left foot. That's a dangerous ball in and a very good header out by Geboliev. Cesar played too much football and he's lost it to Abdirakhmatov, and a very good tackle coming back by Yuri Cesar. For a moment that looked particularly threatening, and a double change here for Shabab. Ayed Hemings is coming off. And also Reza Talahi, I think. Just judging by the way he was walking. I'll wait to get that confirmed by the 4th official. Yeah, Reza Talahi is off. So Riquelme is coming on, number 16. Brazilian playmaker. And Breno, another Brazilian also. So very positive substitutions, these from Paulo Sousa. Two strikers being thrown on. Cesar coming off as well to allow Yahya Hassani on. Play as a holding midfielder, I would imagine. Meanwhile, the header away was from Iago. Well, no one can accuse Paulo Sousa of not being positive. Not satisfied with what he has. This is Komilov. He was in 2 minds, to be fair. So we're now gone. Still 1-0 in Shabab Al Ahli's favour. Rasuliev. Almost tripped over it there, Moscovoy. Managed to recover his footing. completed nearly 100 more passes, Shabab, than Nasaf in this match. Nazruliev got it back again, trying to wrap that left foot around it, but again didn't get the penetration he was looking for on the cross. Complete poor ball by De Boer, really wayward pass. And Bozarov couldn't control it, and it's all a little bit scrappy at the moment. Well, surely Abdullah was fouled. He was just hinting to the referee that maybe a yellow card wouldn't be out of order for that. And maybe he's taken the hint here, the Iranian official. It wasn't vicious, it was just a clip, but it was cynical because it checked his run. It looks like one of Carlos Sosa's technical staff has got a yellow card. They'll be careful, the coach there. Don't want to get too involved with referees. Well, his team got the decision. Anyhow, much ado about nothing really. It's resulted in a couple of cautions, and it's a free kick to Shabab, which they take short. Suarez, you heard the cry of anguish from Abdullah. That right knee, he looks in some pain, and it's all become a bit stop-start at the moment. Well, quick recovery after all that exclamation of pain. There was a bit of a swinging left foot from Mukadinov, and that was the challenge that resulted in Komilov's yellow card. So Gaston Suarez, who takes pretty much all the set plays. Perfect for the left footer on the right-hand side. Oh, the goalkeeper nearly got caught out there. I'm not sure it was going to drift into that far corner, but he couldn't take the chance, Nemetov. Happy to just knock it away for a corner in the end. I don't think it was what Suarez intended. Hard to say if that would have beaten the far post or not. Maybe it would have gone in off the post, actually. Had to make the save, and he did. So Suarez, not particularly quickly, has got over to the far side to take this corner now. Keeper got a punch to it, wasn't overly convincing, just about sufficed. And the whistle's gone in any case. Turned away from trouble, De Boer, or tried to. Nazruliev. On by Sidikov. He wanted the return, and it's in his direction. Hassani got back to cover. Just about got away with that, thanks to Lukadinov's good touch. Borisov. Lukadinov. That's really ever seen a lot of the ball on this left-hand side, second half so far. Nice turn from Borisov, got the cross in. They didn't quite know where it was for a moment, the Al Shabab defenders, and it's not the best clearance either. Nazruliev keeps it alive, and it's behind for a corner. At times they are looking a little rattled, Shabab Al Ahli. Lukadinov will take this corner kick. Plenty to aim at in there. He found a Shabab head, and then the follow-up shot is always rising over the top of Hamda's bar. Well, that could have gone anywhere, really. Cross from Borisov that caused the problems, but Shabab escape. Nice turn from Moscovoy. He's had a better second half. Number 7 struggled a bit in the first period. Sidikov, low centre of gravity, and he's a good dribbler. Just trying to find an opening right on the edge of that penalty area. Maybe now. Sidikov again, being chased by Hassani. Intelligent layoff, that came a long way through. Reino posed, brings it out. Sort of remained dispossessed, didn't have that much time. They're first in a tackle at the moment, Nasaf. Nazruliev looked up for a target. Well, the goalkeeper could have called for that. Decided to stay at home. Defender did the job in front of it. Header away that time by Wally Abbas. Just got away from Bozarov, otherwise he'd have been in business. So final 2 substitutions coming for Nasaf momentarily. Well, it's the quickest drop ball in history. Crowd wanted a handball for that, they didn't get it, but it's been retrieved by Moscovoy. All hands on deck defensively at the moment for Shabab. Hoisted back in by Komilov. That could have gone anywhere. Suddenly found himself in space. Nadir Akhmetov couldn't find a teammate. Sidikov keeps it alive. Look how many red shirts are in the box. And that's gone in entirely the wrong direction from Marisic. And that's out of play. And I think now we are going to have the changes. The referee's blown, I think. Not sure the players have heard it. Ball was definitely not alive then. Well, Marko Stanojevic is on. Something of a surprise maybe that the Serbian didn't start. Trying again here, but it wasn't pulled back with any real conviction, was it, by Nazruliev? Sedikov, I think, has also been withdrawn. Just going back to those substitutions. Abdulholitov is on, number 10, play up front. His first touch. And Stanojevic. Komilov. Look at the space here for Bozarov. That's not a bad ball. It's just past the far post. It just won't go in for Nasaf. Really well created opportunity. That goal is living something of a charmed life at the moment. Onside, no question. Well, what a substitution that would have been. Abdulholitov's only been on the field, well, a matter of seconds, really. Might have marked his arrival in the grand manner. Beautifully put through by Bozarov. Another change, this time for Shabab. Dabur has come off. Wilhelm Bala is coming on, so straight swap, striker for striker. Israeli comes off, Brazilian goes on. Well, that really is going route one, but it might end up being a decent ball actually, because Maricic has chased it. Came off second best, but they've given it straight back. Kadinov. He slipped actually as he had the shot. Just can't get out at the moment, can they? Shabab. And the shot harmlessly wide in the end, but almost the entire game now being played in the Shabab Al Ahli half. Crowd getting on the case of Hassan Hamza for taking an inordinate amount of time over this goal kick.
We are pleased to announce that the attendance today at Central Stadium is 9,547.
Kelme lost it. So much of the ball at the moment, Nasaf. Can they capitalise on it? Komilov. That's Ruliev. Been their best player, I would say, since the break. Komanov again. Gonna work it across to the other side here, potentially. Nasruliev. That's a delicious delivery. I think it came off. Yeah, it came off the Nasaf man, so it's only going to be a goal kick. And of course, every time now a Shabab Al Ahli player goes down, the crowd are going to think he's just trying to take time off the clock. On some occasions, they might be right. So we've got 13 minutes left plus stoppage time. And at the moment, you'd have to say Shabab Al Ahli are hanging on rather. It's Gaston Suarez, who's looks like he's recovered from a little bit of cramp, maybe. This is Bala. Suarez seems to have made a very quick recovery. He's full of running again. Bala's pass forward, but that's going to be a goal kick. Crowd doing their very best to try and rouse this Nasaf side to get an equaliser. Remember, they kicked off their campaign with a draw. They don't really want another one, but they take it now with no questions asked. Otherwise, they're going to be just a single point from their first two games. First two in each group go through. Really are behind the eight ball, especially because Shabab would then be on a maximum of 6 if they hold on here. But the way the game's going, it's a big if. And for the first time, Nasaf now ahead in terms of possession, but they need to find a goal from somewhere. Suleiman. Still going, that's intelligent. Abdallah. Suleiman again. No foul. Got to be careful here with a possible retribution. And this is all kicking off. The linesman is in there trying to sort it out. The goalkeeper is trying to as well. There's kind of 2 or 3 little skirmishes going on here between individual players. Abdullah didn't actually get involved. It was his foul, but he was really the victim of the aftermath. So this is going to take some sorting out. Referee PM Hidari. Well, it's a yellow card for Abdullah because it was his original foul. Well, if that's going to be the only caution, that's amazing. Almost just trying to calm everything down, the referee. So this is the foul coming up in a minute. There. But the reaction was none too clever from Bebuliev. It appears, though, as though it's only the Shabab number 7 who's been cautioned. One of those instances, if we had VAR, they'd be looking at it. Meanwhile, Nasaf still looking for an equaliser. Nasrulliyev. Oh, the shot wasn't particularly well saved. It was back into a dangerous area, and it's only a goal kick now. But they are living on their nerves at the moment. Shabab. Seemed to me as though the goalkeeper pushed that straight back into the danger zone. He did. Smukadinov's effort could so easily have fallen to a red shirt. Just hearing that Buliev was cautioned as well, so he was cautioned for the reaction after the foul by Abdullah. So both of them in the book. Here's Nasrulliyev having a real battle with Abdullah, and no foul there either. To try very hard not to concede a penalty there, because Bozarov almost looking for an invitation to go down. Komilov. It's going to be another corner. Stanojevic will take it. Oh, it's there! It was a very simple goal in the end. Wonderfully done from very close range, and they deserved that. Marasic the scorer. The corner was perfect from Stanojevic, and from no more than 3 or 4 metres out, the bullet header that Hassam Hamza never even saw. Goalkeepers up to join in the celebrations, and no one can argue that they don't deserve to be on terms. In fact, it's the substitute keeper who's come off the bench to join in that little goal celebration. He's going to get a card for taking his shirt off here, Marasic. At the moment, he won't care. No real challenge, was there? Pretty much a free header. And from that range, he was never going to miss. It's taken until the 83rd minute, but we're all tied up again at 1-1. And with the various stoppages that we've had, I think we could have, well, maybe another 12 or 13 minutes in total here, so still plenty of time for one or other of these sides to win it. And at the moment, momentum is all with Nasaf, although that's a free kick for Shabab Al Ahli. Final change as Kartabia prepares to come on in place of Abdullah. Well, it's an attacking change again. Italian midfielder, and he doesn't wear the number 10 for nothing. Free kick for the visitors, which Suarez of course will take. That's not a bad delivery either. Just couldn't get on top of it. There's Lima throwing himself at it. Now, how much do either of these sides want to win this? Shunted out wide. Nasrulliyev. Well, that's a good cross. Well dealt with, but it's not properly cleared. Oh, well, it should have been 2-1. It really should. And Holitsov coming in, he decided, I think, to try and chest it in. But he would argue it was at an awkward height. No, My word. So close to turning the whole game round. He would have been offside actually in any case. He tried to chest that over the line. No, he didn't just go with his left foot, but as I say, academic anyway, because the flag was up. No way through for Bala. Last man back, Iago. Reno. It's a risky clearance, or an attempt at a clearance at least. Got away with it, Riquelme, but he was rather hemmed in. Was more what was required. Like a foul throw, referees let it go. Bala said he was being tugged, referee agrees. Tabi will take this free kick then and takes it short. I wonder if it's what we hold now for Shabab, having led for so long. Might go back in front. Was that deflected? No, it wasn't. Reno's effort not particularly adjacent. Header was by Suarez. Tabia. Want to get on with it all of a sudden. Referee's asked him to go back. So into the final minutes of the 90, but there will be plenty to add. Get anything on that, Bala. That will be a Nasaf ball. Well, all eyes are going to be on the fourth official shortly, see exactly how much time he's going to add. I'm amazed if it's not at least 7 or 8 minutes, the various stoppages we've had, as we have now played the 90. Well, only 5, quite surprising. Here's Kartabia. He's made an impression, only been on a few minutes. He looks full of running though. Trying to get Bala in. Looking for the cross, he's pulled it back. What a chance! Oh, that had to go in. Reno can't believe it. They will not get a better opportunity than that to win it. Was wonderfully well worked. Bala pulled it back. Well, he'll have nightmares over that. What a let-off for Nasaf. Can't take your eyes off this. It's end-to-end again now in stoppage time. Marasic. Nazruliev. Need the overlap outside him. Chance here, and it's in! And the flag has stayed down, and they may well have won it in stoppage time. Just moments after Shabab Al Ahli missed an absolute sitter, and the crowd inside the Marzakana Stadium have gone faintly wild. It almost seemed to happen in slow motion. I think some of them are almost disbelieving of what they've just seen. Behind for so long in the match, and it looks like they've now won it through Marisic's second of the game in stoppage time. He's level. Well, that's a good decision. And he kept his composure, unlike Bala at the other end a moment earlier. And he's made it 2-1. It's a lovely little cushion header down as well, wasn't it? Shabab looking for an unlikely leveller. They've been under so much pressure in the second half, and they finally buckled twice. There's Hassani. Bala, good feet. Still going, Bala. In the end, there were about 4 defenders blocked his path through to goal. Well, Tabia will try again. No joy. On the charge here, look at Abaholitov go. Hungry for a third that would absolutely seal it. Shooting chance here, off the bar. Great effort from Bozarov. What an ending to this match. Still got probably a couple of minutes to go. Astonishing drama. Well, it was really well struck. You could see exactly what he was trying to do, just curl it, and he very nearly succeeded, Bozarov. Well, now it's the Nasaf players that are being accused of time wasting. That's Abdurrahmatov. Well, what an incredible finale to the match, and it's not over yet either. Well, he's going to use the stretcher, I'm surprised actually, but then I guess anything to take a few seconds off the clock. I can tell you that Abaholitov was cautioned in the aftermath of the second goal. So they've just got to hold out for a little while longer. We've played the 5, but maybe at least another minute or so to add on. Look at Nasser Aliyev, he's still full of running. He's covered so much ground in this second half down the left-hand side. Komilov. Not sure the referee's even looked at his watch yet. We've played about half a minute over the original 5, but obviously there'll be some time to add on for that goal celebration, and we had the injury as well. Here's Breno. That is full time, and it's a come-from-behind win in the most unlikeliest of fashions for Nasaf, who trailed for so long, to Mateus Lima's 18th minute goal. Marisic levelled 7 minutes from the end, and then a horrible miss from Breno that should really have won it for Shabab Al Ahli, And they were doubly punished 2 minutes into stoppage time through Marisic's second. A second half that will live long in the memory. So much drama. And they're off and running now. 4 points out of 6 for Nasaf, who go above their opponents tonight in the table because they have beaten Shabab Al Ahli by 2-1.